Hey guys, very good morning. This is me Abhilasha, your favorite VRC mentor, and of course I'm back again with one more episode of your favorite Hindu Aeon editorial review only on Let's Crack Verbal, our favorite VRC channel where Shabana ma'am, myself, Sameer and a lot of other educators will be taking up VRC. So before I begin this session, let's quickly do our quick round of announcements and then get started. So abhi CAT hai mera channel ka शॉर्ट लिंक तो इससे कनेक्ट कर सकते हो ऑन टेलीग्राम विद मी. आई होप मैं ऑडिबल और विजिबल हूँ. अगर नहीं हूँ तो प्लीज मुझे बता दो फटाफट से, मैं चेक कर रही हूँ. ओह, ऑलराइट, वंडरफुल. आई एम ऑडिबल एंड विजिबल. तो मज़ा आ गया ये देख करके. चलो शुरू कर देते हैं अपना सेशन आज का. टारगेट आई एम बैच 2023 स्टार्ट हो रहा है 30 नवंबर से और इसमें हम लोग बात करने वाले हैं पूरे सिलेबस की. द फुल सिलेबस इज गोइंग टू बी कंप्लीटेड इन दिस बैच गाइज. तो ये बहुत ही प्यारा बैच होने वाला है जिसमें हम पूरा का पूरा सिलेबस कंप्लीट करेंगे, मज़े करेंगे और बहुत अच्छा सिलेबस होगा और बहुत अच्छा कोर्स होगा जिसमें हमारे अनअकैडमी टॉप एजुकेटर्स विल बी जॉइनिंग इन. दे विल बी टेकिंग क्लासेस. Ravi sir, Ronak sir, Shabana ma'am, Bharat sir, Udit sir, Raman sir, Ritu ma'am and myself will all be taking classes in this wonderful batch. All you have to do is use my code ABHICAT live to subscribe to this batch guys. So code बहुत simple है, ABHICAT live, जिंदा है, ABHICAT जिंदा है, कर लेना. USPs जो हैं, the USPs of this batch are many-fold guys. So 100% comprehensive syllabus coverage by top educators है, unlimited access to live and recorded classes है with structured courses, 25,000 plus practice questions है, 100 plus extensive mocks हैं, mentorship from CAT experts and IM graduates है. So there is lots that is happening in this batch. Limited seats हैं. By the way, ये course I will be the one who will be starting off with the VRC portion. I am kick-starting with a bit of vocabulary, so be prepared for that. The early bird offer is finishing, has already finished because it was valid from 16th to 23rd of November, where you were getting 12 and 15 month subscription at a 30% off. So please take advantage of this. CAT 2022 live paper analysis. Now this is going to be very exciting. Tarun sir, Shabana ma'am, Ravi sir, Udit sir and Shweta will all be joining in together and taking up these live learner calls, scores versus percentiles, top educator panelists, centers live updates. बहुत सारी चीजें होने वाली हैं on the 27th of November starting 10:30 AM. Do join in. It's going to be very exciting. Guys, बहुत मजा आने वाला है इसमें तो. ऑल इंडिया मॉक टेस्ट फॉर वुमेन स्टार्ट ऑफ ऑन द 30th of November. स्नैप का टेस्ट है 2 बजे से 3 बजे तक. 14 December IFT 10 to 12 and 28th of December will be ZAT 9:30 AM to 12:40 PM. Know where you stand with your All India rank. All you have to do is scan this QR code to enroll. You get started. Unacademy CAT subscription features plus subscription and iconic subscription both will work. Digital notes, unlimited access, interactive live structured courses, open house, community, live test, ask a doubt. All of that is there. And also if on top of that you want extra features, take our iconic subscription where you will get the physical printed books. You will get GDPI and WOT preparation. You will get test analysis, expert guidance, one-to-one live mentorship, live doubt solving, Discord server, and all of the plus benefits also. All right, let's get started with our article today. This one is from The Hindu and I found it to be very interesting here. This is like a couple of days ago, but I liked it. So I thought let us take a look at this article. It's going to be a fun article. Good morning, Shubham. How are you? Hi guys, very good morning all of you. I hope you've all hit the like button. I'm very excited to be back on this and to be starting off this very beautiful series on Let's Crack Verbal. तो मज़ा आ रहा है मुझे तो. I hope you will also enjoy with me. So on the edge means nervous. When somebody is on the edge, they're nervous, anxious. So on the Poland missile incident and the Ukraine conflict, what is happening about this? Let's read up and see what happens. Okay, my first point to ponder, how long has the Ukrainian invasion or crisis been going on? So it has been going on for some point of time, some amount of time. तो कितने दिन से चल रहा है? Good morning, Shubham. I've got two Shubhams in today. Good morning. It's so wonderful to have both of you. So I was wondering, my Shubham Sethi, where were you last 2-3 days? तो 2-3 दिन मैंने टेस्ट किए, तुम दिखे नहीं. So how long has the Ukrainian invasion been going on? That's our question for the day. If you know how long it's been, please put it down in the comment box very quickly. आर्टिकल पढ़ते हैं, बहुत अच्छा इंटरेस्टिंग आर्टिकल था. द मिसाइल इंसिडेंट इन पोलैंड in which 2 people were killed should serve as a warning. What kind of a warning? Remember, whenever they give you a colon and then they start something, it is a listing of what is happening or a detail of what is happening. The Ukraine conflict could potentially spill over into a wider war between nuclear armed Russia and NATO. So this missile incident where a missile accidentally was fired into Poland and 2 people were killed, that's a warning. This Ukraine-Russia crisis or the conflict could move into a bigger war between Russia and NATO. The Russian invasion of its neighboring country, so Russia invaded Ukraine, and NATO's decision to back Ukraine with military supplies, so NATO decided to back Ukraine with military supplies, have brought the two sides to an eyeball-to-eyeball situation. So both of them are facing each other, face to face, eyeball to eyeball, my eyes to your eyes. We are looking each other into the eye, challenging each other. With only a spark needed for a conflagration. A conflagration is a fire. So now all that is really needed for a war between Russia and NATO is just one tiny spark, one match you light, and this entire world will go up into a war. So this conflagration or this war situation, this fire situation, we really don't want. Yes, thank you, Shubham. Yes, 273 days of war. All right, wonderful. Thank you, thank you. So immediately after the missile exploded inside Polish territory, which is a part of NATO, Ukraine President Volodymyr Zelensky blamed Russia. So the minute the missile exploded, Ukrainian President immediately blamed Russia, calling it an attack on the West's collective security and a significant escalation. Escalation means an increase in the war situation. So once the missile exploded, Zelensky immediately said it was Russia which was attacking now not just Ukraine but other NATO countries. So he's saying now, he said that it was an escalation of the war. Russia quickly distanced itself from the incident. Distance itself means they stayed up separate. They said, no, we have nothing to do with it. But at least for a few hours, the world was on edge amid fear of this incident triggering an open war between Russia and NATO. So everybody was afraid that there will now be an open war between Russia and NATO. But NATO leaders, including US President Joe Biden, responded firmly and responsibly. So NATO leaders were cool and calm. They were firm and responsible. Mr. Biden, who was in Bali to attend the G20 meeting, publicly refuted Mr. Zelensky's claim. So Mr. Biden was in Bali to attend the G20 and he refuted. Refuted means he denied it. He said Mr. Zelensky's claim that it was a Russian missile was wrong, saying it was unlikely that the missile came from Russia. So very wise statement from Mr. Biden here, which Polish and NATO authorities confirmed later. So later on it was also confirmed. What hit Poland was a Russian-made S-300 defense missile, most likely fired by Ukraine against a Russian missile, they said. So what probably hit Poland was a missile that was made in Russia at some point of time and fired most probably by Ukraine against a Russian missile. Okay, while their sober response avoided a showdown, so there wasn't a big war or a big fight because of this. The incident has highlighted the risks of this hair trigger situation. So now this incident actually tells us, it warns us. Good morning, Satyam. So it warns us that this is a very hair trigger situation. It's a very delicate situation. Hair trigger means delicate. So you just push a hair on the trigger and the trigger will blast and there will be an explosion. That's called a hair trigger situation. So very peculiar. Alright, now what does Russia want? Or rather, what did Russia want while it attacked or when it attacked Ukraine? So was it that they wanted NATO to back off from their borders in Europe? Or was it that they wanted to grab some territory, same as Crimea, Georgia, and so on? Or was it that Russia wanted to establish itself as a superpower? Some questions for you to think, because all of these are very, very important questions for us to be thinking about. कि क्यों मांग रहे थे, क्यों रशिया ने इन्वेड किया यूक्रेन को? Why is it that Russia decided to invade Ukraine? They were living peacefully, happily, so then why? All right, Mr. Zelensky's comment was irresponsible. Absolutely, the writer is very clear when he says his comment was irresponsible. His anger towards Russia is justifiable, so he's angry towards Russia, and that is very valid, given that his country is being bombarded on a daily basis. So his country is being attacked every day. Russian bombs are exploding on Ukraine every day, so his anger is very justifiable. But as the president of Ukraine, what he says will have consequences. So as the leader of Ukraine, anything that he says will have far bigger consequences, impacts than you can understand. And he should wait for the facts and respond cautiously when it comes to NATO-Russia tensions. So he has to be very careful and speak very wisely and warily when he talks about NATO and Russia tensions. Russia should understand that Ukraine is now a tinderbox. So now it is the duty of Russia also to understand that Ukraine is just a matchbox. Just the slightest thing and it will fire up. To overcome its battlefield failures, Russia is now deliberately targeting Ukrainian infrastructure with repeated missile attacks. So because they are not really able to win, so Russia is attacking the Ukrainian infrastructure with repeated missile attacks. A misfire could turn the nightmare into reality. So if they attack and one of the missiles gets into place where there are a lot of people, it will be a nightmare. People will die. They have... please understand that these countries have a lot of nuclear power also. Something could happen. It would be just disastrous. Shubham, I don't know if it was confirmed. I am just reading out the article to you and I will just be limited to the article. My own opinions, I don't know. Nobody is willing to claim that also. All stakeholders, a stakeholder is someone who has a stake or an interest in something. Okay, a stake is a share of a company. So a stakeholder here is a country which has some interest in this. So here Russia is a stakeholder, Ukraine is a stakeholder. At a certain level, NATO is also a stakeholder. So all stakeholders, primarily Russia, which started the war, have the responsibility to put in place the guardrails against escalation. So all countries now need to be careful and they need to have a wall of defense against an escalation in this crisis. The crisis should not now increase. They should turn the diffusion of the Polish crisis into an opportunity for dialogue. So they need to understand that the way this Polish crisis has been diffused, has been ameliorated, the same way you should now start a dialogue. As the US chairman of the Joint Chief of Staffs, General Mark A. Miley pointed out, the conflict could enter a frozen stage during winter. So now it is winter and their winters are extremely harsh. So probably the conflict will stop for a certain time. Despite Ukraine's territorial gains, so Ukraine has gained territory, it is unlikely its forces will be able to expel Russians from all captured territory through force, he said, making his case for talks. So Ukraine is not going to win back all the territory because it's not possible, right? They will not be able to expel the Russians. So therefore, it will be better if Ukraine and all the countries decide to get into talks, okay? Mr. Zelensky, reportedly under US pressure, changed his earlier position that he would not hold talks with Mr. Putin. So he is now agreeing to hold talks. So there is a small window for de-escalation. So there is a small situation where the situation can decrease, it can diffuse and the war can stop. Russia now must respond with concrete proposals and create conditions for a constructive dialogue. So now it is up to Russia, the onus is up to Russia to now respond to this thing and then take forward the peace situation. We don't want war, we want peace. Hi Uttam, very good morning. Alright guys, here's the main idea question. What's the main idea of the passage? Russia must back off now. Ukraine may accept defeat very soon? Or is it that Russia and Ukraine should start talks in order to de-escalate the crisis? Very quickly. Come on, guys. Let's get your answers in. Everyone, please hit the like button. Come on, guys. Very good. I've started. Hi, Samita. All right, started getting your answers. Russia must back off now. Yes, it was one of the things that the passage very clearly mentioned. So I'll put a star on A. Ukraine may accept defeat very soon. Well, the passage does not point to this, that Ukraine will accept defeat. So I will eliminate that. Russia and Ukraine should start talks in order to de-escalate the crisis. Well, yes, this is the best answer for us because A is also included in C. So best answer C, that's the correct answer. Wonderful. All right, let's go to the next question. So that's your correct answer. Each of the following is true except. Now remember, true except is a question, is a very popular question type. So in the true except question, identify all the true answers and eliminate them. Whatever remains, that will be the correct answer. Okay, so the remaining option will be the correct option. So that, please understand that. So let's try and spot the true answers and then spot what will remain. Biden acted very responsibly in case of the missile fired into Poland. Zelensky blamed Russia for the missile. Winter is when the war will escalate. Come on, guys. Shubham. Okay, I started getting my answers. Aditi, Shubham, Rashi, Veerbhadra, Color Creations. The other Shubham Upadhyay. Wonderful. Yes. So Biden acted very responsibly is true in this case. So cannot be my answer. Zelensky blamed Russia for the missile is also true. So therefore cannot be my answer. Winter is when the war will escalate. Well, the passage has very clearly said the opposite. So this one is the one that is false and that's why the correct answer. Yes, Satyam. Wonderful. The correct answer is C. Let's look at the last question. Which of the following is the tone of the passage? Acerbic, belligerent, cautious optimism or ingratiating? Well, if you have read the passage, the words in the passage are actually yes, Satyam, absolutely. The war should stop in winter and that is what the writer had said. Because obviously Russia and Ukraine are going to be frozen and so is probably all of the European portions also. So the war is going to stop. So which of the following is the tone of the passage? Is it acerbic? Acerbic means something that is very harsh. Okay, I will give you the meaning. Belligerent is when you are being very acrimonious or when you are going to fight. Okay, that's acrimonious. Cautious optimism is when you are optimistic, you have hope for the future, but you are very careful about that optimism. So it is a very careful form of hope that yes, this will happen, but you don't go all in and say, hey, this is what will happen. And ingratiating, of course, means flattering someone or behaving in a very servile manner. So now if you think back to the passage, was the author being very harsh? Was he being acrimonious? Was he bringing careful sort of a hope, or was he being ingratiating in the passage? Let's get your answers in. Guys, do remember to hit the like button and also please remember to share this session with your friends and family so that more and more people join us every day. Remember, this session is going to happen from Monday to Thursday. हम लोग मंडे से थर्सडे तक करेंगे यहाँ पे और फ्राइडे सैटरडे संडे यही सेम सेशन होता है कैटलिस्ट पे. So 3 different RCs on Friday, Saturday, Sunday on Catalyst. So Monday to Thursday, I'm going to see you on Let's Crack Verbal with this very wonderful session. So please make sure that you all join in every day, Monday to Thursday, 9 a.m. bright and shiny. हम लोग का ये बहुत प्यारा सा सेशन होगा ही होगा. Alright, yes. तो इसमें देखो मैंने 4 ऑप्शंस दे दिए थे. असर्बिक मतलब हार्श, क्लियरली राइटर असर्बिक नहीं है. बेलिजरेंट नहीं, लड़ने वाली टोन नहीं है. Ingratiating भी नहीं. Oh, Mr. Putin, you are the best. No. He was cautiously optimistic. He has given you a Yes, Shubham, I will tell you. The writer, when he writes his passage, tells you, gives you a lot of things, right? Now, when his words give you a certain sense, especially his adjectives and adverbs, and if you look at this passage, he was actually saying certain things. For example, if we go back to the passage, and I will take you back to the passage, very beautifully he says, it should serve as a warning. I will underline this. Could potentially spill over into a wider war. Pay attention, huh? There is only a spark needed for a conflagration. See, these are all warnings. These things can happen, right? Then if you look at this part of the passage, his comment was irresponsible. His anger is justifiable, right? He should wait for the facts and respond cautiously. Now the writer is giving his opinion. He's saying that you have to be very careful. Okay. Now look at this last portion of the passage. So there is a small window for de-escalation. Rasha must respond with concrete proposals. So the writer is being optimistic. He's saying that there may be a good situation that could be possible, that the war could get over, but they have to be very careful. Russia has to now respond, take the step, and then only this war will end. So the words in the passage are the ones that tell you how this thing can happen, right? We will do more of these in the RC sessions, in upcoming sessions. तो मिलेंगे आगे आगे भी और discuss करते रहेंगे, ठीक है? Alright, so cautious optimism was the correct answer, guys. Here is a list of my superstars in CAT 2021, and I'm hoping to have a list like this, very exciting one for CAT 2022 also. My special classes happen 9 PM Monday to Thursday, so if you do have time, do join in. अभी तो हम लोग कर रहे हैं बहुत सारे daily section test. आज section test होगा 9 बजे होगा, so please make sure you join in. मैं करूँगी. मैराथन सेशन आज शाम को होगा. हाँ बिल्कुल. अच्छा, बाय द वे थैंक यू कलर क्रिएशंस ये बताने के लिए कि आज शाम को एक मैराथन सेशन भी है 7 बजे से लेकर के मेरा सेशन 7 to 8 होगा, where I will be discussing odd ones out and para jumbles 7 to 8 पे. शबाना मैम का सेशन होगा 8 to 9 where she will be covering para summaries, and 6 to 7 होगा समीर सर का where he will be covering odd ones out. So do make sure that you're joining in. Thank you Color Creations for reminding me. Remember to hit like, share, subscribe and the bell icon. And also guys, remember to get your 10% off on the Unacademy subscription when you take it by using AbhiCat Live. Code मेरा यही है. Aditi, we will be coming up with more courses. As of now, अभी हमने Snap और NMAT के लिए प्लान नहीं किया है. जैसे ही प्लान कर देंगे, immediately आपके पास announcements आ जाएंगे. There will be a lot of activities related to verbal in this channel, of course. तो आगे आगे बहुत सारी चीजें आएंगी. Let's keep our fingers crossed. Keep staying with us. There will be a lot of fun and a lot of activities going on. Thank you so much. I hope you have a nice day. I will see you at 7 PM for the Parajumble workshop where we are going to be doing a few Parajumble questions. Very exciting. This will be a good session for CAT 22 people क्योंकि आपके लिए है, और CAT 23 वाले भी ज्वाइन कर सकते हैं क्योंकि आप भी सीख सकते हैं. ऐसा किसी ने मना नहीं किया है सीखने के लिए. Thank you. See you on the other side. 7 बजे